David Baye here for MuscularDevelopment.com, here with new IFBB Pro Nick Trigili. We are in Pittsburgh for the 2014 North Americans, just previewing a little bit. Nick, obviously walking away with the pro card, a guy that you know very well. You went toe-to-toe, John Ward. Let's talk about the super heavyweights a little bit. We'll start from the top down. John Ward coming in here, got to be a favorite after a second to you at the USA's.
Yeah, John definitely is going to be improved this show. I've been staying in touch with him throughout the whole prep. We've been huge support to each other, even through USA's. So I was really here for him throughout this prep. He's gonna be a little heavier, which is good. He'll be fuller and harder. And he always brings the conditioning in, so I don't think it'll be a problem this time, honestly. I mean, especially with the lineup, I don't think it's gonna be as deep as USA's. It's always pretty competitive here, but I think Dusty's doing it again, Eddie.
Yeah, we have Dusty, Eddie, so there's definitely some quality super heavyweights. You know, this is one of these shows where, you know, it seems like a lot of guys kind of jump in last minute. We have Kip Chong, big dude from Canada, saw him weigh in yesterday. He's in great condition, but if we have to talk about three guys, it's going to have to be Eddie, you know, and Dusty and John. Now, one of the things that John got critiqued on pretty hard and at the USA's was controlling his stomach. If John can keep everything tight, shows up in the same conditioning, you see him walking away with his pro card?
Yeah, not only because he's my friend. I think structurally, you know, he's probably the best looking on stage. He has the fewest weak points, and that's the first thing the judges look at. Those are the fewest weak points on stage. And I told him he's got to keep that stomach under control. You know, he loaded really hard earlier this week. I know he's pulling back now. And I think he'll be right on point, honestly. I think this is a show to win for him.
All right, now moving on to the heavyweights. When we talk about people who don't have weak points, a guy who got 5th place at the USA is Brantley. You know, the critique on him was his conditioning wasn't quite there. But if, you know, we talked to Peter McGuff, we talked to Sean Ray, talked to Bob Ciccarillo, and it was, in no disrespect to Nick, but as far as when we talk potential in that show, Benny's name got thrown around quite a bit. Is this a guy that can walk away with the pro card if his conditioning is here this weekend?
That was his only flaw at USA's. I mean, structurally and muscle bellies, his fullness is all there 100%. And I look at him as like a mini Kai Green. And I seen Kai up close numerous times. And when I saw Benny up close, you know, posing, I was like, God, I'm like, he has no flaws. He's full and hard all the way around. And just conditioning was his only flaw. And he brings that. I don't see anybody stand next to him, even for the overall.
Yeah, but the one thing about the heavyweights is if there is a division that we see here where a lot of guys are going to have to be at their best, it's the heavyweights. We have Matt Berzicott, runner-up in 2013 at the USA's, 3rd place at Nationals, a little down this year at the USA's. We have Matt Porter, you know, obviously Matt not where he wanted to be at the USA's. We got Eric Ramirez, 4th place finish at Nationals last year. So the heavyweights is pretty stacked.
Right, and going by previous years, a lot of the guys that were conditioned were winning these shows, especially North Americans. Also, we have Mexico at the show, and those guys come in pretty hard in condition. I mean, usually they're heavyweight under. They're not much in the higher classes, but they come in shape. So there might be a dark horse, too, that might sneak up. But, I mean, for what we know and structure and shape-wise and in the past, I mean, I think Benny has a great shot, Eric has a great shot, and even both Matts. I mean, it'll be a battle up there for sure.
Yeah, you know, and when we talk about some of the other weight classes, that's where it falls off a little bit as far as big names. You know, MD highlighted Jordan Janowitz. We interviewed him a little bit more. Shorter guy, really grainy, really full muscle bellies. Everything is dialed in. John Meadows has a middleweight here. Joey, actually got to interview him in a little bit. Saw some pictures online. Absolutely incredible. But the big stories here are definitely going to be in the heavyweights and the super heavyweights. You guys, honestly, I wish I had something to preview for you on the women's side of it. We know there's going to be good competitors, bikini, physique, figure, women's bodybuilding. That said, you know, being the North Americans, not a lot of publicity for some of the girls. Nick, is there anybody that you know of that we should keep our eye on?
Women's side, I got a friend, Akia Jenkins. She's doing figure. I believe she's an A. She did USA's. I think she placed 2nd or 3rd there. Oh, she placed 3rd, I'm sorry, at USA's. I have my client, actually. He's in the Masters division, Tommy Trivolos. He's going to be in the Masters and the Open middleweight. It's his 3rd show in his whole life, so I wish him well. Hopefully he does really well. And then that's really about it. I mean, I think for the men's side of it, I think standing out is key. I mean, do your quarter turns, hit them hard, make a point to the judges, and stand out. Because you might get lost in the mix. And That's usually how it happens here.
Yeah, well, we got Sandy and Steve Weinberger as our head judges, so obviously these guys are going to get worked as they always do. Again, we know there's going to be tough competition from top to bottom in all divisions, but here at MD, we're just focusing on some of the guys. So appreciate you stopping by. I know you're going to be here tomorrow checking things out, watching friends and clients compete. So we're going to wrap it up right now, guys. Make sure to check back tomorrow. The men's prejudging starts at 8 a.m. sharp. And when I say sharp, they run a tight show here. It's sharp with the men's bodybuilding, men's physique after. Saturday is just women's. So a little bit different format from last year. It's nice. The guys don't have to do a 2-day show thing. Neither do the women. So a little bit easier for their final preparations. But again, make sure you check back. Videos, play-by-plays. We are going to have live stage footage. We do have access to that this time around. So that's going to be really cool. So for musculardevelopment.com, David Baye, Nick Trigili, we are out from the 2014 North Americans.